Abusua ye mama kwa ba sonko so de ba Ghana politics avenue so abusua moma ye mbo nra ye sim. Abusua so subscribe ya no subscribe no wa share no wa hit wo notification bell no so amaye. Na send ba political headline so na EDP abadumu. Abusua Andra eye chema Wontumi epie free eye court wo abra okosiki eye postponed for eye ne 3rd July na eye court no e grant man say wa train the final judgment from 3rd July to 20th July nti no onko gina humia na so one ne lawyer enko hwehwe ne nkratem no so ensambra no ebuze abra chema Wontumi epie free court no chema Wontumi eye anwanwade bia ebusua eye Ghana fo nwanwa ye pa abra opie no ebusua ode ne nsa ebo fom na ohwe ne otunani kosoro na ode ne nsa bo fom na ode kan ketema so na o che se eye ne nyankopon a osom no eye ade a wagye no Frida because na nani da so nyina san say enya de eye judge no ebeje eye ne postpone na opre say o de be ma no obeji atumuti no abra opie no na oye sa rituals no e de da nyankopon asese nyankopon etie ne bible ne eye ne na mani hunu ne kwana na nyankopon etie ebuso mom yenko tie ensema eye black rasta e kafa eye chema Wontumi eye bible oboy abra opre fi eye court no
Stayed for 7 days. On the 3rd of July, we're supposed to hear a judgment coming from the High Court on the chairman Wontumi Galamsey case. But it's been delayed. And it's all over in the news. Court cards, news cards have all displayed that the case is now going to be decided on the 20th of July. High Court grants Samuel Atachia's application to defer judgment for him to file his submissions. Court to deliver judgment on July 20. This is 3 news. It's all over. Atachia is the new lawyer. Remember when that cowardly lawyer, my brother, my sister, pulled out of the case and Atachia took over? He has been able to succeed in getting the High Court to say, you know what, we'll give you time to file whatever you have to file. We will defer this judgment by 17 days. And on the 20th, the judgment will be delivered. From where I stand, it will not make any difference. It is just a precedent that is supposed to be fair to whoever it is. He's jubilating. At least he's been able to get a certain ruling for himself. Chairman Wontumi was in court. Oh yes, he arrived in court. He was in a brown suit and he wore a tie. He looked quite depressed. And when he came out of the courtroom, even though excited, yes, he kept it to himself. And I need you to watch that. Play it back. Watch this. That's him stepping out. When I first saw it, I thought it was an AI-generated video. He's looking up in the sky. People are watching him. He touches the dirty ground and touches his tongue. If he gets sick, he says he doesn't understand. You touch a dirty floor where people walk, spit, and do everything, and you think that this is supposed to be spiritual. He looks in the skies. He goes down, touches the dirty floor, and then he touches his tongue with that. Whatever he has swallowed into his body, may it generate the justice that Ghana is looking for. My brother, my sister, oh, is this juju? Did somebody tell him that when you come out, first step, touch the ground, lick it onto your tongue, and everything is going to be done? We all remember that he goes to the courtroom there with his pastors who pray for him. At the time he was destroying this nation with Galamsey, the pastors weren't there. Maybe because they were giving part of the Galamsey money. Today he's in trouble and has to face justice. And all of a sudden, spiritualists are all around him. My brother, my sister, praying for him. This is Chairman Wontumi. He was the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP for all the 8 years that they were in power. 4 terms apiece. My brother, my sister. And he was one of the most powerful. He owns radio and TV stations. He boasted that he was the richest in Ghana. and that he was even going to buy the Chelsea Football Club at a certain time when the economy was actually downtrending and Ghanaians were being heavy-handedly treated. Oh yes, we saw how pensioners were denied of their savings that they gave out in government bonds. This was the time this idiot was teasing all of us and telling us that though Ghanaians are struggling and suffering and dirty haircuts, unprofessional haircuts were being meted out to people in the so-called DDEP, Domestic Debt Exchange Program, he had so much money and he was even going to spend the money buying the Chelsea Football Club. My brother, my sister, this is Chairman Wontumi. Today, we are told that he destroyed the Nimri forest and some other such forests. And even though his own party decided to send out investigations into the whole issue, and the investigations came out positive that this guy was actually engaged in destroying the forest in Galamsey and what have you. The president at the time, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, turned a blind eye to that and a deaf ear to that and decided to shamelessly come out and say, no, Chairman Wontumi is not engaged in any Galamsey. Yet, if it was not Galamsey, then what was it? Did he destroy the forest? What were the plans to restore the forest? My brother, my sister, their own committee said that he was engaged in Galamsey. He showed us gold on TV. He told us how many cars he had and bought. Now, it has just come out that a lot of the cars were actually stolen. And Yoko told us that. Stolen cars. And Chairman Wontumi has a number of other legal issues hanging around his neck. Would his licking of the debts in front of the court save him? Would his pastors save him? Is this juju? Or is it some other form of spirituality? Chairman Wontumi, at the end of the day, on the 20th, would have judgment. Nata was actually mentored by Emmanuel Ali Du Andrew Sangmene, a.k.a. Samini, the rain god, Sangmene. He saw the talent in this gentleman. He saw where the music of this gentleman would go and decided to give him the push that he needed. After the period of mentorship, it looked like he didn't have any mentor anymore, but he had gathered enough momentum to do whatever he could do. He's not the very first fantasy singer we know. A number of fantasy singers have made it before to the limelight and even beyond. We've heard about A.B. Crensel, okay? We've also heard about T.H. for Quadges, the SARS Squad, and many more artists. In the gospel fraternity, Emmy Newman, Pastor Joe Beecham, K.K. Kabobo also sang in Fanti, sometimes in Twi, but predominantly, Kofi Kinata is heard singing in Fanti most of the time. A language a lot of Ghanaians find hilarious. When people speak Fanti, you hear other people laughing because the world of comedy found a fertile ground amongst the Fantis in the days and even now. Some of our best comedians came from the Fanti land. Of course, we all remember Waterproof. We all remember the best comedians, my brother, my sister, coming from that area. So whenever you hear the Fanti language, the first thing you do, or the first thing you experience is a smile on your face. Kofi Kinata is unperturbed about who is doing Afrobeat, who is singing in Pidgin. He speaks English, yes. He speaks Twi, but in his music, it is always in Fanti. He's won the best lyricist in Ghana at different music awards. Time and again, he's on top lyrically when he sings. That is why people like the Otumfo love his music. The Otumfo is a self-confessed fan of Kofi Kinata. The first time we heard that the Otufo loved music, it was the music of Kofi Kinata. Former President Kufuor loves his music. And of course, Abrante Amachi the day. Kofi Kinata appeals to the youth and also to the elderly as to how he does it. Hey, this is not far-fetched. He's lyrically conscious. He was inspired by reggae music and dancehall. So a lot of his melodies eat into dancehall and reggae music. No wonder he has recorded some reggae songs. Oh my God, have mercy. And this Black Star song, oh my God, it's gone viral. Even after the Black Stars goes out there and returns home with the cup, this song will continue to be big. This song, melodically, is hot. Lyrically, it is there. And when it comes to the rhythm, even children are skanking to this one. You can imagine. Today I decided to meditate on this and to find out why. And it's simple. He has stuck to his guns, singing in his original Fante tongue. At the same time, he's not being swayed by whatever is happening, called the trends. He is singing what he thinks represents him and his culture. My brother, my sister, and he is most original. This is Kofi Kinata, who has refused to be trendy. There is no big concert in Ghana that is devoid of a Kofi Kinata appearance. And anytime he appears on stage, he delivers. At the Kuchoko Roots Festival this year, we invited him over and he mesmerized the people who came to watch or who were patrons of this beautiful festival. My brother, my sister, we wish the Black Stars all the best. And to Kofi Kinata, you have taught us to be original. You have taught us not to just follow the trends. You have taught us to do music with purpose. You have taught and proven to us that sensible music is still very, very much important. You have taught us that originality is key, and above all, patriotism. Kofi Kinata could have sung any other song, but he decided to sing a Black Star song. We have heard one or two other Black Star songs. Thanks so much to all those who did that. But Kofi Kinata is rising and climbing higher and higher. They say a song that is sung by little children is automatically a hit, because the little ones are angels, and angels are the best musicians. For angels to appreciate your music, it means you have gone beyond an angel. Congratulations to Kofi Kinata. Congratulations to quality, sensible music. That is not only just rhythm and a bunch of junk. And to the Black Stars, our prayer is with you, and we keep supporting you. We are sitting back, waiting to carry the cup. It's the Black Pot. Semenyo. He wears the 11 jersey for Ghana. And when he moves with the ball, oh my God, he has finesse. There's beauty. And there's also intelligence and skill. Jesus. This is Antoine Semenyo. He pushed away France, pushed away England, and decided to don the Ghana jersey. And when he's playing for Ghana, he has his heart worn right there in his chest, where the Black Stars is sitting. Oh, Jesus. This is Antoine Semenyo. Oh, yes. He was born to Ewe parents. His mother, an actress in the days, we love to watch her on TV. Oh, yes. Stepdad. She played in that movie. Remember those days? This is Dela Jebu. Remember her name was all over in the days, movies. And any movie she starred in, she was excellent. And when there was a movie and a name was mentioned, we knew that we're going for excellence. This is Jifa Jebu. I didn't know she had a big boy as a son, like Antoine Semenyo. My brother, my sister, hey, she stood in front of the GFA and she dared them with nothing but the truth. Somebody will say she advised. I say she warned. You know why? She has a son in the Black Stars team. Anything she says about the Black Stars is informed. Can I use that word again? Anything she says about the Black Stars cannot fall too far away from the truth. The same way the fruit doesn't fall too far away from the tree. This is Dela Jebu. She spoke. Watch this.
Also, something I need to say to the GFA, I believe you need to be proactive, yeah? You need to reach out to these boys who are playing so they feel wanted, not like an afterthought when they lack players. You know, you need to be able to reassure we, the parents, that the boys are going to be safe. They are going to be looked after, emotional needs, you know, physical needs and everything, their well-being. That's the sort of story that goes around, oh, they are not going to look after you when you're injured, you're going to be left and stuff like that. We need you to assure us, we need you to be proactive, we need you to reach out to the boys whilst they're still young and, you know, at the grassroots level. That's your job. We don't want to come to you, you know, do it for us. And this will encourage the boys to come forward and play without me having to bash them up and say, come, you know. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Did you hear that? She said something that I thought was a big pick from her short speech. And that was her sitting in the crowd. Ket Okeku was there. Ket Okeku. Yes? The boss. She said, what we are hearing from the Black Stars, don't let us hear that. That's a warning. Don't let us hear that. That when they play so hard for the nation and they break their limbs in injury, you abandon them. That's the word she used. You abandon them, you don't take care of them, so nobody is ready to even don the jersey, let alone break their limbs for the nation. My brother, it takes only the most courageous and the most patriotic to be able to walk through a fire, knowing very well that when they pick up burns, there will not be any first aid, let alone the major treatment. I'm speaking tongue in cheek. This is the mother of one of the top players of the Black Stars. Look at them together. She loves the tall son. Look at Dela Jebu. She probably very soon will be a grandmother, and she will be the sexiest grandmother on earth. The day he chose to play for Ghana, in fact, they wanted to tell him, please, when there's a chance for you to play, play for Ghana. But they trusted him as an adult to make the best decision. And he himself said it, that it was an easy decision to make when he decided to play for Ghana. This is Antoine Semenyo. His father is Larry Semenyo. The mother is Dela Jebu Semenyo. They are the Semenyos. That's what she said. Do we treat our players good? Time and again, we hear players play for the national team. They get injured. I remember Ali Jarrah. He was one of the safest hands of the local teams. He started to play for the nation as well. Today, he has been complaining and crying that nobody should come to his funeral with any bouquet of flowers. He needs those bouquet of flowers now that he's sick. He's suffering from paralysis. He used to be, at the time, the safest hands just like Robert Mensah, Joe Carr, and now Benjamin Asare and Atizigi. Do we neglect our players when they are injured? She also said, we need to approach them when they are still young so that their hearts will start to beat for Ghana, Ghana's football at that early age. Well, Keto Kreku was sitting there, and I'm sure he wrote down a few points in his head.
When they yen sema ye black Rasta Rîtuãl abrache ma Wontumi ye court no a granted no a man say ye ne court case no the final judgment was ye 3rd July and the court 20th. Any some anwanwade bi oyen a shock Ghana for pa ebusuan yada mo so subscribe ya no subscribe no wa share no wa hit notification bell so am I then same political and so I dey be about yada mo